It's 2007 and it was unusual for the phone to ring continuously in a police station. The police officers who were gonna answer the call didn't know that they were gonna witness a case which involved the world's youngest serial killer. It was a phone call from a small village in Bihar. The person who spoke told the police that they had caught a vicious killer. He asked the police to come to the village as soon as possible to arrest him. The police, without any further delay, went to the village. The people introduced the world's youngest serial killer. His name was Amardeep Sada and his age is 8 years. What made the villagers to get scared of Amardeep Sada? What exactly did he do? Let's watch in this video. Police officers arrest that kid and takes him to the police station. The police station in charge was Inspector Kumar. Police inspector was shocked to see that they had arrested a small kid and he was accused of murder. The inspector asked the boy for his name. He slowly tells Sada. The people near him tell that his full name is Amardeep Sada and he was 8 years old. The inspector asked the people what he had done and they reply he had killed 3 people. Inspector couldn't believe that this kid has committed a crime. He thought there has been a mistake. He wanted to find the real killer and wanted to hand over the kid back to his parents. To move the investigation further, the inspector sits beside Sada and asks him what he had done. For that, Sada replies, "Saab, मुझे भूख लग रहा है, मुझे 2 बिस्किट चाहिए," which means, "Sir, I am hungry, I want 2 biscuits." Who is Amardeep Sada? What is his background story? Amardeep Sada was born in 1998 to a poor family in a small village. His parents were very happy that they had delivered a baby boy. Who knew that he would become a serial killer at this young age? Amardeep was mischievous like all other kids of that age. He was a silent kid who played on trees and used to roam the village happily. His parents were so poor, they couldn't afford 3 meals in a day. How can they afford toys? So he played with sticks, stones and leaves. It's 2005. Amardeep is 7 years old. His aunt Meena comes to his house with a 6-month-old baby. She has got a job to cook food in the nearby village. She thought instead of taking the new baby to a new place, it would be better to leave the kid in Amardeep's house. But Amardeep's mom couldn't agree to it. They were in so much poverty. How could they afford to take care of a baby? So, Meena agreed to offer some money from her first month's salary and convinced Amardeep's mom. She kissed the baby and left for the job. It's been 2 weeks since she left the baby in Amardeep's house. One day, Amardeep's mom had some emergency situation to go to the market. She told Amardeep to carefully look after the baby and not to go outside. Amardeep saw his mom leaving. He came near the baby. There was something fishy going on in his mind. He grabbed the baby's ears. The baby woke up and started crying. He pinched the baby. The baby started crying louder, which made him happy. Imagine what the mental state of this boy is. Slowly, his hand went towards the baby's neck. He squeezed it. The baby's voice is slowly reduced, and at one point, it stops. The baby is dead. Amardeep is happily laughing after seeing the baby dying. Later on, he carries the baby to a nearby field behind his home. You know what he does there? He takes a brick and starts hitting the baby on its forehead. The small baby's skull is crushed. Its brain is partially out. After seeing this, he hits the baby's face multiple times. And later, he digs a hole and buries the baby. He returns back home like nothing had happened. After some time, Amardeep's mom returns back. Amardeep is playing with his broken plastic car like nothing had happened. Amardeep's mom is shocked to see that the baby is missing. She asked Amardeep where the baby was. You know what Amardeep said? "I killed him." His mom was stunned to hear this. She thought that the boy was joking. So she asked again, "Stop playing. Have you hit the baby somewhere?" Amardeep replied, "Yes." His mom is a bit relieved. She slowly sits next to him and tells him the baby is alone. Insects will bite it. Please tell, where have you hid the baby? He takes his mom to a farm and shows her a tree. His mom searches around the tree and finds nothing. She asks him again where the baby is. He tells the baby is on the ground. She is tensed. Her heartbeat is rising. She starts to dig the ground with her bare hands. She finds the baby with a crushed skull. She doesn't even know what to do. She starts hitting Amardeep badly. In the evening, when his father comes home, she tells him the truth. His father ties him in the house and starts beating him all night. What else could they do to a 7-year-old kid? At this point, Amardeep's parents commit a mistake. Meena comes back to see her baby. Suddenly, Amardeep's father starts crying and falls onto Meena's feet and asks her to forgive him. Meena is clueless about what is happening. They tell her the truth and begs her not to tell it to anyone because it would ruin Amardeep's future. Those parents tell that they have only buried the kid. I don't know how Meena could even agree to it. We can tell that this is the main reason for Amardeep to kill 2 more after this incident. After a few months, Amardeep's mom gives birth to a baby girl. She tells Amardeep that it's his sister and he has to take care of her. But still, deep inside, she is afraid and a bit worried about Amardeep. Sometimes she used to wake up in the night and check on Amardeep. She had a close watch on him. Many months passed. Amardeep's sister is now 8 months old. One day, his mother and father were sleeping. After playing for some time, Amardeep came into the house. Amardeep comes near the baby. He looks at the baby, which is looking and smiling at him. His hands move towards its neck and he starts squeezing it. The baby starts crying and his mom wakes up. In half sleep, his mom takes the baby to breastfeed it. But the baby is not drinking the milk. She slaps the baby, she pats the baby, she pinches it, but the baby is not waking up. It's already dead. She notices Amardeep who was beside the baby. She is afraid. She asks him what did he do to the baby. Amardeep smilingly says, I killed the baby. His mom started crying so loudly, all the neighbors gathered in front of their home. His father took a stick and shouted at him, I'll kill you right now. But Amardeep, he doesn't have a clue what is going around him. When his dad starts hitting him, he starts crying and tells, I did it for fun. The people who had gathered tell the parents to inform the police. But Amardeep's father begs them not to tell it to anyone, not to inform the police. And moreover, it's his baby which is no more. And if the police gets to know about it, it would ruin Amardeep's future. At that point, no one knew that this mistake was going to lead to another death. After many days, a woman named Devi from the same village leaves her 8-year-old kid in the elementary school and goes to a ration shop. When she returns back, she finds her kid missing. She is afraid. She starts looking around. With her, the entire village started looking for the baby. Now, all their eyes are on Amardeep. They ask him, what did you do with the baby? Did you even kill that baby as well? With a smile on his face, he shouted, yes, I killed the baby. Like he had achieved something. He takes the villagers to the place where he had buried the kid. The villagers are shocked to see the baby in that condition, with a crushed head. They ask him how he did it. He tells, I killed her with a brick. At this point, the villagers call the police and inform them about the incident. Devi's heart was broken. She started crying. She shouted at Amardeep's mom that if they had informed the police about Amardeep, her kid would not be in that condition today. Amardeep's parents were speechless at this point and they stood in silence. All these stories were told to the police by none other than Amardeep himself, and in return, he got a tea and 2 biscuits. The police could not find any motive behind the murder, and the doctor who checked Amardeep said that he had a rare conduct disorder. People with this kind of disorder, they don't know what is right or what is wrong. They enjoy and they are happy to torture and kill someone who are weaker than them. Even though Amardeep was proved that he was the killer, the court could not punish him as he was just 8 years old. He was released from the foster home when he was 18 years. As of now, Amardeep would be 22 years old. And let's believe, he's just like normal people and he's living his life peacefully. If his parents would have informed the police in the beginning itself, they could have saved 2 other kids and he could have been treated in the beginning itself. Just like me, you guys would have got a doubt. How could a 8-year-old kid know to kill a person by squeezing their neck and choking them to death? And later on, even bury them in the fields. Maybe someone else from the family or outside is behind all this. What are your thoughts on it? Leave a comment. Thanks for watching. We'll meet in the next video with another interesting case.